Hello and welcome back to another tech video where today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Ubuntu virtual machine. Okay, there's two things you need to install. Number one, Oculus VM VirtualBox. Just press the big download button, 6.0, then select your platform. I'm on Windows, so I will be downloading Windows. If you're on Mac, they've got a version for that. If you're on Linux, they've got a version for that. So just download the right version, and then we can close that. I got it pre-installed because it takes a while. Then we want to go to Ubuntu, ubuntu.com. Then we're going to go down to downloads and then Ubuntu desktop. I want to go for the LTS version, which stands for long-term support. This one will be supported until 2023, so that's plenty of time. Okay, close that. For this you will need to have at least 2 cores. To do that, go Control Alt Delete, Performance, CPU, and as you can see I have 6 cores, so I can use 2 of them. If you have 2 or less, don't do it. Oh no, so let's create new. And it will ask you where you want to save it to. I've got files. I've got a folder for virtual machines, so that's fine. And now what we're going to name it is Ubuntu, and as you can see, I've only just had to type 2 letters in, and it came up for me. Ubuntu. If you're on a 64-bit, leave it a 64-bit. If you're on a 32-bit computer, change it to 32-bit. It's a Linux distribution, just in case it hasn't changed for you automatically. And then press next. This is how much memory you're going to give as a RAM. As RAM, so I'm just going to turn it up a bit, but you can just leave it so how it is. Now we want to do the middle option, create a virtual hard disk. And then click create. You don't want to change that. This, you also want to go to the VDI, virtual disk image, you also don't want to change it. This is where you get choices. So you can pick dynamically allocated or fixed size. Dynamically allocated, if you, let's say, give your virtual machine 10 gigabytes and it only needs to have 5 gigabytes, it will only use 5 gigabytes and slowly use up those 10 gigabytes, but only if it needs it. Why fixed size will lock out those 10 gigabytes straight away. Dynamically allocated is faster to set up, but fixed size will be faster using. I'm going to just use dynamically allocated. Next. Now how much you want to use it, you can leave a say. I'm going to give it a bit more because I'll be using it and saving a few files to this. And then click create. Now you're nearly done. So we're going to go to settings. We can go down to advanced. So you can change your folder if you want to. And then you have shared clipboard and drag and drop. I've got these to disabled. You can do what you want. Host to guest means you can copy stuff from your host computer, your main one, to your virtual machine. Guest to host means you can copy stuff from your virtual machine to your main computer. And bidirectional means you can do it both ways. Same for drag and drop. We're also going to go to systems, processors, and give it 2 cores. We're going to go down to storage, press this empty disk here, and remove it. Remove. We then have got these ones. We're going to select the disk and the plus. And now we're going to choose a disk. As you can see, it's not here because these say not attached, so not part of it. So we're going to go to add, and then we're going to click on where we saved our file to, and we're going to open it. Select this and choose OK. Now as you can see, it is saved into our files. Now we can just press start. It may take a couple of seconds to boot up here, and it's not full screen yet. Once we've got it all set up, I'll then show you how to set it up as full screen. It won't snap to full screen straight away, and you have to install a few extra softwares to make it go to full screen. Make it full screen. Just give it a minute, or it's just loading up. It shouldn't take too long. I am can't even remember what I was about to say there. Never mind. Here it is. So we want to click install Ubuntu. We're then going to set our language, which is fine. So continue. We want to install third-party software. So this includes Wi-Fi softwares, which are helpful. Media. This is helpful. Download updates when installing. Want to leave that on. Now you want to also have normal installation, and then press continue. So it should just take a moment to load. But once it's loaded, it will know. Back. I said normal. There we go. Continue. Don't want it to sync that to minimum. Saw it go to minimum and then switch, which is annoying. Continue. Why are you not switching? Okay, I'm going to close this and then just restart. Had it just completely crashed? Just power off the machine. Okay. Time to restart. Best part about a virtual machine is if you break your virtual machine, doesn't affect your main computer, you can just reinstall it. Which I have had to do a few times. Okay, we're going through this. This error message here type thing, just ignore it. There's not really an error, but it's fine. It's basically Ubuntu saying it can't find that it's the main computer. There we go, just gonna have to redo that small start of the process, but it should be fine. Or it will be fine. Why are you taking so long today? So I tested this just before starting and it worked quite quickly. So we want to install Ubuntu, select our language, add this, continue. At least it's loading now. Now it will say erase disk and install Ubuntu. It won't erase the disk because it's a virtual machine, therefore it is fine. Don't bother changing it, just leave it as it is. And press install now. And now it will say, do you want to write changes? Partitioning follows, this is fine. And it's just saying it will be wiping our virtual disk, which is fine because it doesn't really exist yet. Just give it a minute. Why are you not continuing? For some reason it's not very happy. When it comes to giving it more memory or more RAM, if you're finding it's being too slow or you haven't given it enough, where I showed you the settings, you can go back through and re-alter most of it. There we go. Now it's loading up. So now it's going to take us to the installation process, which will take a couple of minutes to maybe an hour. But you don't need to sit with it, so I'll just wait until it gets to where the next stage. Actually, there's one more stage before there. So I'll just wait until it gets to there and then we can go away. I'm just going to cut this video until it decides to go to the next stage. So I'll see you in a minute. Hello and welcome back to this. As you can see, it's gone to the next step where you have to select your country and time zone. So I'm in the UK, so I'll select UK. Press continue. So I want to make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. So that would be annoying. Okay, so now what are we going to name our computer? I'm going to call this Ubuntu. Yes, yes, Ubuntu. I messed up there. Ubuntu. Just Ubuntu. Leave it as that. Pick our username Ubuntu. Password. I will do root 123. root 123. Log in automatically. There we go, continue. And there we go. This is now doing the installation process. Shouldn't be any more questions, so I will now see you when it is back there. Hello and welcome back. It will come up on your screen saying please install installation device and press enter. So when that message comes up just underneath the Ubuntu logo, press enter. When I entered the hotkey to start recording, it just for some reason entered, so won't be able to show you that. But either way now, once this pressed entered, it would then start trying to boot up. It may have taken you a while to get to this point, and as you can see, it's here. But another thing to see, it's not full screen. So now we go to devices, installation guest, CD images. Okay, and then we just press run. It will then open up tutorial, and then you have to type in your password that you created, root 123. And once it's done, it's now going to start installing full screen. So just give it a couple of seconds. This may take a minute or two. But while this installs, I might as well show you around Ubuntu. So I'm going to leave you there. Okay, so right here is what you most use, what you will most be using. This is not currently set up to build the kernel module. Please okay, we'll come back to this. Yep, there are some setups to do, so just press next through here. Okay, live patch, would you like to set up? How do you keep your, yeah, okay, no. Next, don't need to send this information. I'll be back in a minute, thank you. Okay, sorry about that, I am back. So, help improve Ubuntu. No, don't send system info and press next. Okay, and now open software. Like these apps, okay. So this is then our app store, which is, as you can see here. You can see the editor's picks recommended, it's all here, installations and updates. So let's just close you and done. An update has been released, so let's install this now. And then this update, you might not get it, you might do. I'm using a slightly older version of Ubuntu than I believe you will be getting at this time, but the installation's the same, so I'm just leaving it. So if you have an update, do your updates. See, hasn't taken too long, which is good, but it will take a tiny bit of time. When that's done, we're going to try and redo the full screen. Let's go to applications as well and see what else there is. So we have Solitaire, Firefox default browser. You then have these three things which you need to know about. This is the Linux equivalent of Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and I think this is similar to Microsoft Publisher. Everyone's favourite game, Minesweeper. Updating software, rhythms, the music, settings is here. Sudoku, Dev, mail version, file transfer, and then you can also get folders and just backup images, passwords, logs, screen capture, and then Microsoft Notes, Terminal. You'll end up having to work your way through Terminal when using Linux. And let's see how far this is done. It's done. Okay, so that's nearly done. Oh no, there's another one. Oh, it's installing everything. Okay, it'll take a while. So anyway, let's see what this needs. So now it's all set up, we should just be able to go to full screen. Run software. Would I like to run it? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Do I wish to continue? Yes. Okay, so this will be again helping me. Uh, sudo. There. Sudo. Sorry. Use sudo angs as yes. Okay, so as you can see now, we've got full screen. It was that easy. So again, it's devices, install guest additional CDs, and then you just run it. I'm gonna close this and delete that. Okay, I can't delete that so easily. Nope, doesn't matter if there's any problems. Anyway, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do, and if you didn't like this video, don't do anything. I'll hopefully see you in the next video as well. All the links should be in the description, as also a link to the Twitter account and everything else. So, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!